This is the Excellent Sports Adventure, brought to you by Lycom.
Some of the top 2-year-olds on planet Earth square off at Mohawk Saturday night in the $850,000 final of the Metro Pace. Last week's first eliminator, Save America, the 1-5 favorite with Yannick Gingras in the buggy. Slow to the wire, but what a finish. Let's pick up the call from Ken Middleton.
Coming to the final eighth of the mile, it is Save America as he scoots away to a lead of a length in deep stretch. It's Save America in the first Metro Pace elimination. Second moment is here. The rail third, Ace of Aces, fourth outside.
Nancy Tactor, the trainer of Save America, who tied his career best time. Fourth win in 5 starts. Gingras likes his chances in the final.
First couple starts here, he was a little bumpy at times, and last week he was too aggressive on top of that. But tonight he was. I got the horse back that I really loved at the beginning, Baby Racing, in this first couple starts at the medal, and he was a gentleman to drives, 2-finger. I did whatever I wanted with him, and no steps, you know what I mean? So that was good too, but he was loaded with pace. You know, he only won by a length, but I never really called on him, didn't kick the plugs, you know, so we saved some for next week.
In the second elimination, the favorite, Stockade Sealster, grabbed an early lead, and it looked like he might go wire to wire, but watch out for ticker tape Hanover on the outside, and the long shot, Tip Top Cat on the inside. Here's Ken with the call.
Scooting up the rail comes Tip Top Cat, and it's Tip Top who? Tip Top Cat, that's who. Tip Top Cat was 31-1. In 150-1, he had more than 9 lines.
Yes, Tip Top Cat, trained by Greg McNair, driven by his son Doug McNair, combining with Ticker Tape Hanover for a $322 exacta. What a closing quarter by the 31-1 shot with McNair in the buggy.
I didn't really like him as 2 starts ago. You know, he just, I mean, we got stopped up a couple times, but he never really paced through the wire. And last week, if anybody watches replay, he raced real good. He just got, I thought he was 5th, he was 6th, but he got a big last quarter, and he showed he's a pretty nice colt.
In tough tonight against the previously undefeated Stockade Sealster. At what point did you think you had a shot to win?
Around the last turn, he felt pretty good. I mean, there's 2 nice colts he was following, but I mean, I just want to get him qualified for the final. I wasn't expecting to win, that's for sure.
One of the premier events on the Canadian Thoroughbred calendar, the $1 million Rico Woodbine Mile, a Breeders' Cup win, and you're in, featuring a star-studded 11-horse field on that beautiful EP Taylor turf course. Get Smokin' came smoking out of the gate, but the horse to watch for was Modern Games, the only 3-year-old in the field, last year's juvenile turf winner at the Breeders' Cup. Looking to book his ticket, here's Robert Geller.
You can cash your ticket. Modern Games by 5 lengths. Ivor second, third Finest Sound, fourth Shell's Spite, and then Town Cruise Mighty Heart, and the rest headed by Wakanaka, 132.77.
William Buick, the rider of Modern Games. Charles Appleby trains this superstar colt for Godolphin Stables. Modern Games, the first 3-year-old to win the Rico Mile, earning a trip back to the Breeders' Cup. Look out.
He's got bigger. He's filled out. He's very strong. He's a very strong horse. Now, he was last year, but he's got bigger and stronger this year. You know, he just retains all the ability in the world. You know, he's a real fast ground specialist. You know, the faster the ground, the better for him. And as you saw there, when he changes gears, he's got a lot of speed. So yeah, he's a real fast miler.
Jockey Rafael Hernandez and trainer Kevin Attard teamed up with Last Call in the Johnny Walker Natama Stakes. Speaking of last calls, that trophy didn't quite make it home.
We could use another Johnny Walker refill in here. But anyways.
Yeah, got to be more careful with those trophies, Kev. All right, after being named the American League's Player of the Week, Bo Bichette was not done there. No, not at all. The Jays shortstop followed up with one of the biggest hits of his career. A 2-out, 2-run belt in the bottom of the 8th against the rival Rays gave the Jays a come-from-behind win in this huge series with Tampa. This after Bo took a dangerous brushback pitch a few innings earlier. That was a massive hit. Well, it took him a couple of weeks, but Vlad Guerrero Jr. finally whacked his 100th career homer at 23 and a half years of age. He becomes the youngest Blue Jay in history to reach that magical mark as the Bluebirds make it 3 out of 5 against the visiting Rays. Now, Jays with a chance to paint the Orioles out of the playoff picture. George Springer, who's back in the groove with a line shot up the wall. Kevin Biggio and Santiago Espinal score on the double by George. Then Springer does it on D. A sinking liner. Looks like trouble, but the center fielder dives in. What a catch! Jose Barrios and 44,000 fans giving the standing O. Jays take 2 out of 3 from Baltimore. Well, don't count the Ticats out just yet. They came and they rallied and they looked pretty good. That was some effort against the two-time defending champion from Winnipeg, Dane Evans from the pocket. He's going to air it out for DeAndre Smith. Wide open. Smith has a 54-yard touchdown. First CFL score for the former Guelph Griffin. And yes, that called for a flip. Evans completed 25 of 32 passes for 327 yards, a career high, 5 touchdowns. Cats done the Bombers 48-31. They're 4-9 with a big game coming up against Montreal. Winnipeg falls to 12-2. The Canadian Football Hall of Fame opened its doors to several former greats, including quarterback Ricky Ray, who won Grey Cups in Toronto and Edmonton. Also getting the nod were linebacker Chip Cox, kicker Paul McCallum, fullback Tim Tinsdale, Dickie Thornton, who played on both sides of the ball, Dave Ritchie, Keith Evans, and Roy Shivers all enter in the Builders category. The hero of the 1972 Summit Series was holding court. Yes, Paul Henderson was at the NHL's alumni lunch, and there was a heck of a turnout to see the Team Canada and Leafs legend. This group included several folks who made the trip to Moscow back in 1972. They did a wonderful job of inspiring the Canadian side to victory. Henderson was asked if he's disappointed that he's not in the Hockey Hall of Fame. But Henny, who's
and this is the truth.
virtually in every other hall, says he's cool.
Hall of Fame that have better careers than I am. And it doesn't bother me one iota that I'm not in the Hall of Fame. I've got every other award in the whole confounded world. But that is the truth. They put me in, nobody's going to be upset anymore. Forget it. Keep me out.
They'd still be talking about you, Paul, believe me. More big wins by Canadians on the tennis court. Vasek Pospisil and Felix Auger-Aliassime teamed up to beat the favored Spanish side in Davis Cup play. FAA also scored a win over Serbia, so Canada has made it through to the quarterfinals. Ottawa's Gabriela Dabrowski and her Brazilian partner won the Chennai Open in India, the women's doubles title. Way to go. Well, you can kiss Toronto FC's playoff hopes goodbye. The Reds were throttled 4-0 in Orlando. They are winless in 4 and have been officially eliminated from postseason play. A couple of awesome fight cards promoted by United Promotions back-to-back at the CAA Center in Brampton. Joshua Fraser continues to be one of the busiest young fighters in the country. The former amateur champion proved to 6-0 with a 6th straight knockout win over a game opponent from Mexico. Brandon Cook made his return after a 2.5-year hiatus. Sandeep Singh is now 13-0 and has added another title along with Mark Smithers. Ricardo Brown also remained undefeated. Melinda Watpool won her pro debut. Hamilton Spencer Wilcox is now 4-0 after a first-round TKO over his Mexican opponent at a fight card at Rebel Entertainment. Canadian boxing, folks, yes, is alive and well. Now, our shot of the week, our pal golfing pal Rod Black at the Panthers hockey fundraiser. He witnessed his playing partner John Stolas, who is coach of the under-13 team, knock in an ace.
God damn it. 4! Oh, you're kidding me. Look at that. Hey, John Stoles, well, how many hole-in-ones have you ever had?
That's my first.
And tell us when you saw it. What happened when you saw it in the air?
Well, I knew it was going in. We just lost sight of it, and so it obviously was in the ball.
Take a picture.
Hey, you know what the best news is, John? You just went closest to the pin.
I think I'm good.
Closest in the hole. And you know what? More than anything, we needed that eagle.
Oh, did we ever?
How about that? There's your first, brother. Show. There you go. Show that ball right there. Save that ball. Congratulations. Here at the Central York Panthers tournament.
Today's environmental tip: use less electricity. Power plants release harmful chemicals, including greenhouse gases. The process of extracting fossil fuels from the earth destroys natural habitats. Water usage to provide steam and cooling contributes to water shortages.
RICOM, passionate people who turn complicated business problems into simplified technology solutions for public and private sector real estate, properties, portfolios, and enterprise customers. Optimize and future-proof smart buildings from the ground up. The latest in fault locating, base building network design, managed services, cybersecurity, data analytics. Our fault detection will support all smart strategies, define projected outcomes for capital planning, and reduce environmental impact. RICOM, Smart Protection Solutions. At RICOM, we're building a path to a smart and environmentally friendly future.